everyone in this Cape community. I'm super excited to be here today and share my top tips for how to break through the noise online and how to stand out with your online presence in 2020 to become more visible online. I'm Laura. I run an online education business called Palms Up Club, where I help wellness entrepreneurs and wellness practitioners to leverage tech to make a bigger impact with their work and to make well-being and wellness services more widely accessible to more people. I was on the Escape the City Startup Accelerator in 2017 and will be sharing today my lessons on SEO, online visibility, social media engagement, and how to reach the right people with your online presence. So let's dive straight in with looking at my 6 top tips for you today for your online presence. Number 1 is don't try to speak to everyone. And I know this can be a bit scary and difficult because we don't want to niche down sometimes because we feel like we don't want people to feel excluded, we don't want to miss out on income, we don't want to exclude potential clients and customers. But always remember that saying specific is terrific. So online users are way more selective than ever before because there's just so much content out there. And they're really looking for someone that understands exactly their unique situation, their unique problems, and can offer a very customized solution for that. Make sure you know your audience, make sure you know your ideal clients and your keywords like that, so you avoid confusion and you speak to the right people. Second tip is nobody cares about your business. And I know that sounds really tough, but the truth is that people are overwhelmed with online content. There's so many accounts and platforms and so much content out there, and the human attention span is also at its lowest at the moment, so we only have a few seconds to really grab the attention of your audience online. And we have to understand that most people just aren't really interested in you and your business, but what they're interested in is how you can make their lives better or easier, or how you can impact their lives in a positive way with your work or your products or services. And I know this can be tough because we as business owner, of course, care so much about our business, but once you understand that you can really look at your website, look at your social media feed and your communications, your content, and ask yourself the question, do people immediately understand what I'm talking about? Do they understand my message, my values, and how I can impact their life in a positive way? So look through your online presence with this question in mind. The third point is super important: stand out with a strong and consistent branding. Your branding is basically a result, or the result of how a customer or user feels after they've been interacting with your business or company. And a strong brand strategy includes things like your mission, your vision, your purpose, your ideal client avatar, your personas, and also your brand values, very importantly. So there's so many great tools at the moment, free tools out there that allow you to DIY an amazing brand. There's Canva for graphic design, there's Pinterest for design inspiration, and it's really worth to spend the time to get clear on your colors, on your fonts, and your values to get a really consistent branding. And of course, invest into professional photography as early as possible. Very important. The next point is it's time to change your mindset about SEO, search engine optimization. And it has become a common practice that people talk about SEO like it was this straightforward tool that you can just use, while SEO is actually about how relevant and valuable your content actually is. So people are now saying SEO is getting less and less predictable, but it was never meant to be predictable in the first place. It's just that at some point, many years ago, people found ways to trick or cheat the algorithms. For example, they used methods like keyword stuffing. They got tons of different domains or registered their domains and used some backlink techniques, but now Google has caught up on that, and the algorithm is getting smarter, it's getting more complex, it's getting, especially with AI and machine learning, there's going to be less and less opportunities to trick the system. So we're coming back to the initial idea of it, which means that you have to provide an amazing, a great user experience, also on mobile. That's super important. So make sure to also focus on your mobile view of the website and your mobile experience that you offer there. And this is very important also for a search ranking, and you also have to offer just relevant and amazing content. Which brings me to my next point, which is content is queen. High quality content is super important. The online user is more educated nowadays than ever before, so you really have to level up your content marketing game if you want to increase your online visibility. And your content has to provide real value for people. And I recommend to keep it simple and create a simple, consistent routine. Choose one content form that you actually enjoy creating and that your audience enjoys. So it could be a blog or a video series, a podcast, and then publish it weekly or bi-weekly consistently. And then you can also use it for your other platforms like your email marketing or social media. Which brings me to my last point, social media. Let's talk about social media. Nowadays, there's almost 3 billion social media users worldwide. So it's super important to stand out with an interesting feed and a consistent and strong branding, also on social media. And there's also definitely a trend away from quantity towards quality. And at the moment, there's quite a buzz around so-called nano-influencers, which are individuals with a lower follower count, usually less than 10,000 followers, but they still have very, very high levels of engagement, and they're more authentic with their followers, and their followers are also more likely to trust them. So unlike the common misconception in marketing, which is always about, I have to reach more people, it's not always about reaching as many people as possible, but about reaching the right kind of people, which then leads to a higher conversion rate because you're already talking to the right people. Those were some of my tips that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or any feedback, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching.